Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Medium Difficulty Podcast. We are back and we are actually alive. Uh,
Shockingly.
yeah, I am joined here by the sexiest man alive, myself,
Uh,
and I am also joined by Andrew and Sean.
I
What's
wasn't
up,
even second.
man?
Nah, you guys are like somewhere around there. How you guys been?
Good man. Life has been,
Adjusting.
yeah.
Yeah, we've had a lot of crap going on in our lives right now. Me and Sean are both devastated after the loss of Andrew at our personal job. RIP.
Rip.
How is the new job going, Andrew?
It's good. A lot less stressful. I'm not stressed anymore. Just a lot a lot different of an experience as I'm done. Oh, shit. But yeah, it's good.
Sweet. All right, well, jumping right on into the biggest game to come out, I think, in the last 5 months or whatever. We got Call of Duty coming out, or just came out.
That came out.
Yeah, it came out. Or did it? Because, I mean, I don't know. Is it bricking your consoles too? Like, what's...
No, I'm good.
That's good. I'll jump right in with see, I don't know who to ask on this because Andrew was the bigger Call of Duty fan for a while, but I think Sean, you were more anticipating this. So I'm going to you. What's your experience so far with the game?
Return to form. I'm having a ton of fun with it. I'm glad that I don't have double jump or jetpacks or bounce pads or wall running or guns that shoot lasers, so it's great.
Andrew?
I like it. I know I said to Sean and you in our group chat earlier, I'm a little bit disappointed with the maps, and I know a lot of other people are complaining too. It's not necessarily a complaint. It's just not. It's not what you expect from Call of Duty. Like the maps are bigger. It's like a battlefield map.
It's a more
built for Call
realistic
of Duty.
map as opposed to a one level
So it's not like
kill 'em.
like Call of Duty maps used to be. It would be like 3 lanes. So you got the 2 on the outside, and then the 1 in the middle, and you push. Either way.
Okay.
The maps aren't built like that anymore. It's built like a battlefield map. It's a lot bigger. It's not as, I guess, symmetrical would be the right word.
It's a lot more tactical.
Yeah.
Definitely you gotta pick when you're gonna how you're gonna take a corner and
Yeah.
anticipate if an enemy's there or not.
It's not as I don't want to say it's not as fast paced because it still kind of is, but it's a lot more you think about before you go now. It's not just go, go, go. I know I can, pick up kills as I'm like pushing. It's not like that anymore.
Okay. And have either one of you guys played the main story of the campaign yet at all? Or
I finished it.
you finished it.
Yeah.
All right. So what are your thoughts on the campaign?
It was very dark, like they said. The ending was a little lackluster to me, but there's ending cinematics that kind of hint toward a sequel, and those are really cool. So if you get to the end of the story, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to keep it spoiler free. But no, definitely worth checking out.
Now, does it? Because this is kind of like a reboot, I guess, of the Modern Warfare franchise, or is this is there any connection to the first one?
No, it's a straight remake.
Okay.
It's not like a remaster or anything like that. They hit the reset button and they just redid everything.
Okay. So is the story the same at all, or is it just completely different story? Just
different. Yep.
Okay. How long did it?
Obviously, obviously there's as you go along, you'll see some Easter eggs. I'll give one thing away. It really wasn't that big of a deal, but if you remember Griggs from Modern Warfare, the first one, he's in a mission. But he's only in it for 2 minutes. It's like a cameo, but it's cool.
That's sweet. How long did it take you to beat the main story?
If I had to put it in hours, probably 6 to 7 hours.
No, because myself, I like playing the Call of Duty games, but I'm really in for the story and not the online multiplayer.
Yeah.
So this one, I'd probably wait till. No, I was gonna say I'd probably wait till Black Friday when it goes $35.
Yeah, you could wait for that.
I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I was gonna say like like there's a lot of good missions that I loved. A lot of things that you've never done in a Call of Duty game before that they introduced into this.
Mhm.
A lot of cool levels, but like like I just said, the ending was just lackluster to me.
The last question I have is like I know they were talking about in like some of the other podcasts I listen to um, about like the scene like where what is it you have to kill like a Russian guard or something like that, or it's like you're a child like they're attacking your family or something like that.
Hmm.
Now like with this one they were talking about the other modern warfare. I forget which one it was where you were the terrorists going through like the mall or the
Yeah, Modern
airport.
Warfare 2.
Yeah. So like do you feel like the game is going for any type of shock factor that doesn't hit, or is it like actually like a good? I mean, none of us have fought in a war, but like, do you think it's like a good representation, or are they just going for
Um,
a shock
it's
thing?
no. I'm so sorry. No, it seems very real. A lot of the things that happen in the game reflect real life events that happened. Um, Again, I don't want to like, I don't want to
Spoiler.
say, I don't, I, yeah, I, don't, I just don't want to give up any kind of like, but like they've taken real world events, and you will see that as you progress through the story, you'll be like, oh my god, this happened in real life, and it's you get a perspective of things happen. Like I'll say, like you are involved with the terrorist, like you personally are involved with the terrorist attack, but like one happens while like you're on duty, and you have to, you're springing into action. Um, and Yeah, like that mission you were talking about. I mean, obviously that's like a very real thing that
Nice.
happened. But I again I can't get into it because of spoilers. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's pretty realistic, honestly.
It's actually pretty cool though, the timing of it, because the whole co-op mission that happened last night when they took out the leader of ISIS.
Oh yeah.
So it's cool that like
It's
especially like
emotional.
this Call of Duty's like getting like covert missions like
Hmm.
that's like your whole
Mhm.
thing, and one just happened near release game, so pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That's one thing I haven't tried yet was the co-op. I'm dying to get in there because after the story ends, you get another cinematic, and it's
Okay.
like a couple people meet and they talk, and then they say we'll squad up, and then it says continue the story through co-op.
Oh, that's
So
sweet. That's pretty cool.
yeah, I mean, like the game ends. Don't get me wrong, but like you can continue like the current story path and just kind of clean everything up through co-op, which is pretty cool. I thought.
Now the game is. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's crossplay. Like, have you guys played together at all?
Oh yeah, I haven't played with Andrew yet, but I've
Okay.
played with
Excellent.
PC. I've played with Xbox the past
Nice.
3 nights, I guess.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, dude, no problems. I haven't had any kind of complaints as to like PCs being overpowered or anything like that.
Nice.
We shit on PC players, so.
It was funny. They had like you ever see that like meme video and they're like busting into the guy's jail cell. The little kid's sleeping. He wakes up. And he's like, it's like
Yeah.
PS4 lobby.
uh, all right. Sorry to move on, but
No, it's fun.
all right. I got two transitions we can go. Do you guys want to go down the shithole, or do you guys want to go to something more lighthearted and fun? Because I got two segues here I can go.
I've always been a shithole person.
All right, we're going for the shithole. Speaking of Activision, who makes Call of Duty, they own Blizzard, who has stepped in some
Yikes!
serious shit this week, or actually last 2 weeks.
And actually did so again today.
Yeah, what did they do? Let me give the backstory for those of you
Yeah.
who, I don't know, have been living under a rock. So, this was about 2 weeks ago. The professional Hearthstone player Blitz Chung said, like, freedom for Hong Kong, revolution of our time on a professional broadcast in Hong Kong. And he was quickly banned by Blizzard, as well as the broadcasters who were interviewing him, who actually like put their head down, put the camera away, and the broadcasters got fired. He got banned for a year. Uh, Blizzard has since like gone back to giving him only a 6-month ban, as well as the broadcasters. But seriously, have just stepped in some shit here of like freedom of speech and them being an American company and how much they are appeasing China in all of this. But Andrew, what happened today?
So they're announcing Overwatch 2 on Friday, and it leaked that there's going to be a new character.
Okay.
But Blizzard isn't announcing the gender of the character due to they don't want it banned in the Western world,
China,
and then have the Eastern world talk about it. And so they're not revealing it until January or something, so they can get pre-orders on the games and whatnot without having to deal with the ramifications of whatever their character's gender is.
Mm-hmm.
So people were like, you're taking away the freedom of speech of the people in the East that are going to talk about it, and you're catering to the people in the West that are like
against
whatever. Yeah. So it was like a big shit show today.
It seems like every single time, like Blizzard just keeps digging a hole deeper and deeper for themselves.
They're like Bethesda.
Yeah.
Except this happened much quicker.
It really did. And like that, I was thinking about this whole time, like, because like me and Andrew like disagreed with like EA and Anthem when that came out, and like, you know, because like all fault EA rushed that game out, but like I've like never really been like, oh, like I'm not buying EA stuff anymore. Like I've been like against them. Like I don't think they're a great company, but like I loved Blizzard before all of this. Like Diablo 3, I loved, you know, Overwatch. Like if this would have been like, if you would have told me 3 weeks ago, like, this news, I would have been so excited for Overwatch. But like right now, like I really could give like two shits about them. I don't know your guys' feeling. Like, I mean, are you guys as strong as me on this one, or?
No, it definitely sucks. I was huge. I was a pretty big Overwatch player and fan. I kind of fell off of it personally. I would have gotten the second one. This like makes me kind of like stop and think about it, because it's messed up that they silenced that broadcaster, and now they're trying to cater more to the West because of Tencent and all that. So
yeah.
So I don't know that anything one company does is ever going to stop me from buying their games necessarily.
Unlike Sony.
But I don't necessarily approve of what they're doing. I'm not saying that I do. I just don't think, like, I wouldn't not play, say, World of Warcraft anymore just because of something they've done. And like something like that. Whether that's right or wrong, people are all going to have their own opinions on that. But just for me personally, like, you know.
Yeah, and like that's the problem too, is because like even the people who work for Blizzard are like against Blizzard on this, because they went out and like covered, you know, like I forget exactly what it said on their statue, but like we listened to everybody's voice or something like that. They went out and they covered it because they were so disappointed in what their, you know, president and CEO and whatever they've done. So it's hard because it's like those people work on this game. It's not their problem that like, or it's not their fault that corporate made this decision. And like that's the thing, is just like every time I'm like, all right, maybe I can forgive them, but like the letter they put out when they reduced the bans to 6 months, it's like they lied in the letter, like straight up lied in there, and it just put them down a lot further. I'm really curious to see though what happens at BlizzCon. Like, was it later this week you said, or next week?
Yeah, Friday and Saturday.
It's coming up soon.
Yeah, all Friday and Saturday.
All right, like I said, we got a shorter podcast, so let's just move on a little bit quicker here.
Let's do it.
All right, next thing. Right before this podcast, Andrew, and this is going to be pretty short, you jumped on and you started trying the Outer Worlds, which I've also played. What are your thoughts on it so far?
It's like Fallout, but in outer space.
Yeah. And
basically the same.
That's what everyone says.
Basically what it is. It's fun. I mean, if you like Fallout, you're going to like this game a lot.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to put Fallout down, but this game, the fact that it's brand new and it's running as smoothly as it is, there's no bugs, there's no glitches, I've played a couple hours so far, and I'm absolutely loving it. Like,
Yeah, I have no complaints.
mhm.
Hey man, they made New Vegas, and New Vegas was a really good Fallout game.
Yeah.
Although when it came out, people hated
Supposedly,
it.
now I haven't played the whole game yet, but supposedly New Vegas and Outer Worlds, their stories
Ooh,
collide at some point, and
That'd be
it's
cool.
tied in. So, like I said, I haven't played it, but I haven't played that deep yet. But that's supposedly what it leads to.
that's pretty sweet. I didn't play that much of New Vegas. I played a little bit, but not a whole bunch. All right, well, let's just want to touch on that one. Sean, you said you played Borderlands 3, a game I've
Yes.
been very kind of tempted. Tell us about
It's like Outer Worlds, but on different planets.
it.
No, I honestly think they're pretty similar. It's it's Borderlands. It's a loot-based shooter. Fun, wacky. That hasn't changed. A lot of people were talking before. During when the game like first came out, that the story was kind of weak, and I agree in that sense. The villains are kind of
Mhm.
a joke. It's like if you had famous YouTubers become a villain.
Man, yeah.
It's they're like all about making videos and stuff like that. It's kind of like just lame. But
Now, I'm sorry, did you buy the game or did you like play
yeah,
something? Oh,
yeah. No,
okay.
I read boxed it at first because I was on the fence like you. But once I got into it, I was just like, yeah, this is worth it. So I picked it up. They have a season pass. A lot of content coming out through that, and right now I think there's a free update.
Hmm.
I forget what it's called, but it's Halloween themed.
Bloody
And
Harvest.
Bloody Harvest. Boom.
I've been really looking at it. I've been really tempted.
Yeah, no, like I said, man, I've had a lot of fun with it. I still play here and there. Obviously, I was playing it a lot, but then Call of Duty came out, so I've kind of been on that grind.
Understandable.
Definitely, I was really excited for this game. So,
I
yeah,
think I heard that game is going to be like cross-platform play sometime down the road.
I hope
But
that'd be
yeah,
great.
that's because I was looking about getting that one. But definitely really cool. All right, sorry about that. I was got distracted there. I got like a little pop-up thing on my. I'm looking at a lot of porn here. Deal with me.
Ooh,
All right. I yesterday picked up a game that has been getting really good reviews that I was not expecting, but Ukulele and the Impossible Lair.
is it like
Uh,
Guitar Hero?
no, Ukulele is the guys who used to work at Rare. They
Okay.
made Ukulele. Was it 2 years ago? It was like a 3D platformer, like Banjo and Kazooie.
Oh, nice.
It got mediocre reviews. Like it got like 7s out of 10s. Like they said it was a good game, but it was dated for today's time. They came out with this one, and they're going back because like the last game they kind of made for Super Nintendo was Donkey Kong Country, 3. So this is like what they said Donkey Kong Country would be like today if it was still being made by them. And it is an absolute masterpiece. This game is fantastic. They got like the original team from when Donkey Kong Country 3 came out. I think they got like the original or a really good music composer, and I'm not sure, I can't remember his name, and he's very
Hans.
famous. But the music is absolutely incredible in this game. Definitely worth it. It's a $30 game. I can't recommend it. I've only played like 15 levels so far, but like last night I went on there to play that and like Outer Worlds, and I got addicted to this and played for like 3 hours instead of playing Outer Worlds at all. So
I hate that being between two games at
I'm
once.
I'm in between a couple because I was not expecting to like Outer Worlds as much as I did. And that was the thing is I got Ukulele because I had Best Buy credit. I had like $10 and then the rewards club. So I got it for like $10, but wasn't expecting to pick that one up. But a lot of the podcasts I've been listening to were really talking it up. So it was like, all right, I'm going to jump on it.
Nice.
Another game I picked up that I'm actually not digging as much. I picked up Medieval.
Oh yeah, it's a remake, right?
Yeah, remake of the original PlayStation 1 game.
PlayStation, yeah.
Have either one of you guys played this game at all? Or?
I played the original.
Yeah, I played the original.
Yeah, it's a remaster of it. They kept some things in it. It's it's got its issues. Like you die in it, you start all the way back at the beginning of the levels. So it's like you'll be playing for 30 minutes and something stupid will happen with like the camera, which has happened to me a couple times, and it just takes you out of the experience. Like the level I'm on right now, I can easily get through everything. It's just they put me down in these like catacombs where I'm walking around, the camera sucks, I can't see the guys coming, and they like 2 or 3 shot me and I'm dead. So
Yeah,
not bad though.
I played the original and it freaked me out as a little kid, so I had no desire to pick it up again.
It looks really good though. Like I got it because like it's Halloween time, so I wanted something to, get me the spooky thing until Luigi's Mansion on Thursday.
That's why you re-download Resident Evil 2.
I still have it downloaded. I still have
Fantastic.
it.
I don't. I gotta re-download it. I actually been dying to replay that. I love that game.
That is really good. I've been actually replaying Luigi's Mansion 2 to get me ready for 3, but
I mean, you were talking about that.
That was a fun stream playing Resident Evil 2.
He said he saw Mr. X. He's like, nope.
Okay. Yeah, if Andrew has a recording of that, if anybody wants to go back on Twitch.tv Spider
I actually have a video of it on my YouTube.
If you want to see a guy nope the fuck out of a game faster than
That was when I was going up the steps when you're going up to the locker room and there's a dead thing on the ground. I shot it like 3 times and then walked into the locker and then the thing popped out at me. I was like, nope, I'm out.
I'm out. Done. All right, staying on the Switch train here with Luigi's Mansion. I started playing Fortnite Chapter 2 because Fortnite had a very successful End of the World campaign. Andrew, you're the Fortnite expert on this. What the heck happened with this End of the World thing?
So, what didn't happen? They basically destroyed the entire game or the map. Got sucked into a black hole for 2 days to basically reinvent itself and come back out as a whole new map. And the game is about as good as it's ever been. So new skill-based lobbies. There's bots in the game.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no bots in the game because I went on my first match and won my first ever Fortnite match on Switch. So, but yeah, there were definitely bots in the game because it dropped to like 50 players pretty quick after I landed. And I'm sorry, continue.
No, that's it. I mean, it's great. They're doing the Halloween like event right now. So like all the new Halloween skins, they're doing like a zombie soccer skin. There's a bunch of stuff. Right now and Christmas are like the best times for Fortnite because all the really cool skins come out. I think this week coming up with the new update on Wednesday, they're adding like Halloween themed stuff into the game on the map. So it should be fun.
Sweet. All right, moving on. Last topic that I have written down here is, Shawn, I've showed you this. I've gotten 2 new Switch controllers this week. I just wanted to kind of give a shout out to. I finally got in the Super Nintendo one that Nintendo Club gave out. It's a Super Nintendo controller that's wireless. It's awesome. But the bigger one, and a lot bigger.
Yeah, that one's awesome, dude. When you handed me that,
that?
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. I literally fell in love with it when I was holding it.
It is the Switch. It's by Hori, Hori, Switch Pro attachment. It's Joy-Cons. They don't have any wireless capabilities. They just, right on the side. They don't have any vibration. But other than that, it's like a Xbox controller around the Switch. And
that's huge, yeah.
It's big, but it's so comfortable.
It feels nice, yeah.
Yeah. It's the only reason I have not bought a Switch Lite yet because just of how comfortable that thing is. I'm like, I don't want to give that up at all. Like, even for the more portability of that Switch Lite. But if you can find one, I definitely recommend picking it up. I know they're a little hard to come by on Amazon right now. They've been a little popular. That's all I've got written down so far. Did you guys have anything else you guys can think of?
Apex Season 3 out right now. Halloween event currently going on. Nah, you're good. Going strong. It's killing it. So, yeah.
Nice. Andrew, anything?
I'm really excited for Star Wars to come out in 2 weeks.
Oh my god, me too. But I also got it's Pokemon and Jedi Fallen Order coming out.
I know.
The same day.
I have my Switch Lite coming in because I got the Pokemon edition.
Nice.
Switch Lite. So that comes in the same day as the Pokemon game comes out. So, but I think Star Wars is gonna get
a lot of attention.
Yeah.
So speaking of Pokemon, because I just went on, because you guys are talking about upcoming games, I just went on Metacritic's like upcoming game list, and I forgot. Speaking of Pokemon, Little Town Hero came out by Game Freak, their first game other than Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Pass on it. Do not play that game. It's not all that great. It's okay. Have either one of you guys played Magic the Gathering?
No.
It plays a lot like that card game, a little bit like with the battle system. I haven't got that far into it, but I really don't have a desire to go back. It's kind of generic.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just going through everything else that came out and coming up. Next week we got Aladdin and Lion King remasters. My wife is really excited for that. She's finally going to play her Switch.
And the way they're packaging it is like the old school. It looks awesome.
Yeah, like a Super Nintendo case. Yeah. We also got Resident Evil 5 and 6 on Switch coming out.
Mm-hmm.
After Party coming out on all of them, which if you've not heard of that one, I recommend just looking it up. It's like pretty much a couple of girls, I think it is, like have to get more drunk than the devil. Like it's like a weird game. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD, my personal favorite, Luigi's Mansion 3. And Death Stranding, November 8th. Other than the ones you guys said.
Not getting that shit.
Yeah, I'm not excited for that at all.
It's got Conan O'Brien in it now, so I mean I have to buy it. You know,
there's just too much hype for that game. It just looks stupid.
It does kind of look stupid. I don't know what to think, but it's Kojima, and everything else he's touched has been pretty much gold. So
you're not wrong.
We'll see.
But I've never been a Metal Gear Solid fan really either. I played 4. I really liked 4, but never got into 5 or anything like that. But
what? 5 was great.
Well, that's the thing is I never bought it when it came out. I got it later and never.
Yeah.
I think it's on Game Pass now or something like that. Yep, and I think that's it.
All right.
And as usual, we've been brought to you by Jim's Repair Service in South Jersey. All his info in the description below. And of course, it just notified me we have an extra 40 minutes if you guys want to talk. You know.
My kid's about to cry, so it's up to you guys.
Nah, that's all right. That's all right.
She's like waking up now.
All right. Until next time, everybody. We love you.
Take it easy, guys.